If you have ever watched Matthew McConaughey act, you know his calm, cool confidence always lands him the girl. There are subtle tips every guy can take from Matthew to woo the woman you're crushing on. Hi, I'm Blaine. I'm a dating coach and I've been featured in Forbes, New York Times, and Insider for helping thousands of clients like you. Let's look at some of Matthew's best clips. First, let's look at a clip from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, a classic. Okay, right off the bat here, as Matthew makes his way through the crowd, he's not looking at the floor, he's not looking at his phone, he is looking at the woman he wants to approach. He is trying to make eye contact and catch her attention. He's beelining for her. I love this confidence. Smiling as he approaches.
Hi.
Hi.
This is the perfect example. You don't need the most elaborate, creative line or icebreaker move. All you have to do is say hi with that smile, with that confident approach, and you can start a conversation. He is not shying away from eye contact here. He is holding eye contact. He is smiling. His body position is tall and confident. I love what I am seeing here.
Andy Anderson.
Benjamin Barry.
Cute.
Thank you.
Smiling is contagious. Aside from the strong eye contact, he has a really authentic smile. Mimicry is something that is real, so if you are smiling, she's more likely to smile. It is scientifically proven. Smiles make you feel happier, so smile.
I meant your name.
Thank you 2 times.
And
She's teasing him. You know, whatever it is you are being teased about by a woman, you want to let it roll off your back. You want to smile. You want to take it like a good sport. That's what he does here when she says, I was saying your name was cute, not you. And maybe he even knew that, but he pretends he thought she was talking about her. That is flirting back, and that is a good move.
attached.
Currently.
Likewise.
Surprising.
Psycho.
Rarely. Interested?
Look at how close he is standing to her. He's not so close that he is invading her personal space, and he is not moving back and forth. I see that as a problem guys do, where they will move forward towards a woman and then back, and it's almost like a sway. You want to avoid this sway. He is confidently standing an appropriate but intimate distance from her, and she hasn't moved back, which is the good sign you want to look for.
Interested?
Perhaps.
Hungry?
Starving.
Leaving?
Now? Okay.
Obviously, this conversation probably isn't something that you're going to be replicating in a bar, but I actually do like the fact that he just asks her to go on a date. He asks her to go get food right then. He's not asking her for her phone number even, or to hang out at a future time. We're already here. That might be more, simple as, can I get you a drink at the bar? And you proceed to the bar together. In this case, they're going out to dinner.
1 second.
I'll meet you at the door.
His confidence here is key, as well as his body language and strong eye contact. Nice job, Matthew. Next up, we have contact.
All right, you see that sort of large W-shaped constellation?
I actually haven't seen this
That's
movie, so let's see what we've got.
And Cassiopeia A gives off a whole lot of radio signals. I actually listen to that a lot. It's a remnant of a supernova.
Right off the bat here, yes, Matthew is looking at what she's talking about, but then he turns his attention and is looking at her, even as she continues to explain something relevant outwardly. I love that desire expression, looking at her.
Did you know you wanted to be an astronomer?
Well, when
And then he asks her a relevant question. Although it's not exactly what she's talking about, it's not about Cassiopeia or the stars, it's actually something deeper. It's asking her something about herself that is going to allow him to get to know her on a deeper level, which is always a good thing.
When I was about 8 years old, I was watching the sunset, and I asked my dad, "What's that bright star over there?" And he said that it wasn't really a star at all. It was actually
That's not a star, that's a planet.
a whole planet called Venus.
This leads to her sharing a personal story about herself. That's going to allow for a deeper connection.
Should be over there soon.
He said, you know why they...
Ever so subtly here, as she turns around, he is actually moving closer to her. It's not abrupt, it's not an aggressive change in position, but he starts to lean in towards her as she's talking. It's ever so subtle, but a very important thing as you want to get more intimate or if you are anticipating inserting some physicality, which I have a feeling that's where this is going.
Called it Venus? Because they thought it
Continues
was
to
so
lean into her.
beautiful and glowing. But what they didn't know is that it's filled with deadly gases and sulfuric acid rain. Wow, I thought, this is it. I'm hooked. Yeah, there are.
He's looking at her again as she's
400
talking.
billion stars out there, just in our galaxy alone. If only one out of a million of those had planets. All right, and if just
Continues to
one
look at
out of a
her,
million of those had
waiting for that
life,
opportunity
if
for
just
further
one
eye
out of a million of
contact.
those had intelligent life, there would be literally millions of civilizations out there.
Well, if there wasn't, it'd be an awful waste of space.
Strong eye contact, isn't
Amen.
afraid to hold that, doesn't look away. Here he's leaning in. He leans in, he has a very brief pause, which would give her the opportunity to turn away or give a signal that she wasn't into it, but she obviously doesn't. He goes in further. He actually stops at about 95% of the way into the kiss, and she closes the kiss. This is a really good strategy to ensure that she also wants that. Great job, Matthew, on going for the kiss there. Excellent. Let's check out Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
I honestly don't know what the hell happened to me last night. I don't. But I do know that I'm seeing things more clearly today than any time that I can remember. Like the way I feel about you. That's something that has never changed.
This is a man who is being vulnerable. He is expressing what he wants. Without even knowing the context of the rest of the movie, he is opening up and saying what is on his mind. That is attractive.
I wish I could believe you. We've just been through this before, so how do I know it's not just another line from the Meade family playbook?
She's expressing some doubts.
You remember her?
You kept it.
Okay, he is backing up his words with actions. In this case, he has kept a keepsake, something that means a lot to her, and is going to demonstrate that he means what he says. It is going to show that he has integrity. It's not just empty words. The more you can match, what you say to how you act, the more trust you are going to build, especially if you're looking to form a relationship.
Yeah. I've had that on me since the day I took it.
I can't believe it.
Give me one more chance. I'll do better.
He's asking for what he wants.
Whatever it takes. The wooing, the spooning, I am all in.
Even massages with our clothes on.
No, that's where I draw the line. No
Well.
massages with clothes on. Not a chance.
They're teasing, they're flirting each other, but the biggest takeaway here is that he is saying what he's looking for, even though she might need some convincing. This is a really good example of going after what you want, putting your heart on the line, being open and honest.
I promise you this. When you wake up in the morning, I'll be there. Every time.
He's moving closer, he's holding eye contact. Those are things that we saw in some of the last videos, but are so important whether you're trying to move an initial interaction to the next step or a much more intimate interaction, someone you've known a very long time, to build trust into the next step. Eye contact, posture, leaning in, physical contact. Again, he's set up for the kiss by being really close to her, by already having the proximity to kiss, seeing that she's comfortable with that, then you have a lot more reassurance that that's gonna be something that she's receptive to. In all of these clips, whether Matthew is going from initial meeting to a date, moving in for a kiss, or even forming a relationship, he does a great job of building trust and expressing desire through holding eye contact, great posture and body language, and saying what he wants, being unafraid to express his feelings. A+ Matthew, we can all learn a thing or two from him. If you enjoyed this content, tap that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're the first to know when I upload new videos.